What happens when the world's biggest YouTuber spends over $100 million trying to build the greatest game show ever made? And it still leaves viewers, critics, and even contestants questioning everything. Beast Games promised spectacle, records, and history in the making. But what if the real story isn't the size of the prize? It's the mistakes behind the scenes. When MrBeast, the YouTube creator with hundreds of millions of followers, announced Beast Games, few in entertainment expected something quite so ambitious. Promising the largest reality competition in history with a grand prize of millions of dollars and an ensemble of 1,000 contestants battling through extreme challenges, Beast Games represented a seismic shift for online creators venturing into traditional media. At its core, the show was meant to be a testament to MrBeast's evolution from viral video maker to mainstream entertainment trailblazer. Backed by industry giant Amazon Prime Video and boasting a reported production cost of over $100 million, Beast Games looked destined for cultural domination. Yet, despite setting massive streaming records and capturing the attention of millions of viewers worldwide, Beast Games has also become one of the most controversial and polarizing entertainment properties of the decade. Rather than being universally celebrated, the show has been met with criticism from industry professionals, social media users, and even contestants themselves. Some see it as a bold experiment that pushed boundaries, while others view it as a costly misstep that failed on multiple fronts creatively, ethically, and financially. From the outset, Beast Games was not a cheap gamble. MrBeast himself confirmed the show's staggering budget, revealing that he personally invested approximately $50 million and that the total spend on production exceeded $100 million. In conversation with a podcast host, MrBeast described the financial outcome bluntly. "We lost a ton of money making that show. It was not a good financial decision to make Beast Games." Even though Beast Games became Prime Video's most watched unscripted series, ever reaching tens of millions of viewers within a few weeks of its debut, the viewership success did not translate into profitability for its creator. MrBeast stated publicly that he would have more money today if he had never filmed the show at all. This admission is unusual for creators of his stature. Typically, producers highlight financial wins and avoid discussing losses. But MrBeast's transparency reflects how deeply he feels about the creative experiment. Whether or not Beast Games turns out to be financially positive in the long term through renewals, back catalog streaming, or licensing, the initial outcome is widely seen as a major monetary setback for the creator who built his reputation on big expenses and even bigger giveaways. One of the most common criticisms from viewers and commentators alike is the perception that Beast Games prioritizes spectacle over meaningful competitive design. Many have pointed out that despite the enormous budget and grand staging, several of the games and challenges feel fundamentally flawed. Critics argue that some competition mechanics lack strategic depth, instead relying on random outcomes or situations where contestants are eliminated based on luck rather than skill. For instance, one widely criticized moment from Season 2 involved a challenge where contestants had to identify colors stuck to their backs without seeing them. When the mechanics failed to produce competitive elimination because players cooperated instead of deceiving each other. As intended, the producers resorted to randomly drawing names out of a box to eliminate participants. This rundown highlighted a basic design flaw, a challenge so poorly structured that it defaulted to pure randomness. These kinds of design issues have led many fans to question whether Beast Games was crafted by experienced game designers or simply assembled from visually impressive, high-budget ideas without enough attention to fairness or interactive depth. Without strong strategic elements, contests often feel unsatisfying. The audience does not get to see meaningful decisions or clever gameplay, merely dramatic outcomes. The public response to Beast Games has been mixed, showcasing a wide divide between raw viewership and sentiment about the show's quality. In terms of metrics, the show performed exceptionally well. It topped Amazon Prime Video charts in the US and several other countries shortly after release. It also drew enormous attention on social platforms, with episodes generating viral moments and discussions in global entertainment communities. However, viewership numbers tell only part of the story. Online rating platforms reveal that many viewers felt underwhelmed or even frustrated by the show's execution. On some review aggregators, Beast Games has been described as exploitative and overly dramatic without real substance, with critics and users lamenting the pacing, lack of meaningful storytelling, and scenes that feel more sensational than engaging. Multiple reviews point out that the show often reduces contestants to dramatic displays of desperation, rather than giving them compelling arcs or emotional context. This split high viewership but low satisfaction underscores how Beast Games can draw an audience through MrBeast's enormous brand power, while still failing to become a genuinely memorable or beloved competition series. Beyond creative design and audience reactions, Beast Games has been embroiled in controversy around its production conditions. Multiple reports from contestants and subsequent news coverage suggest that participants faced insufficient care, inadequate food, lack of medical support, and unsanitary conditions during filming. Some contestants joined the show out of financial desperation, and in interviews they described enduring long hours without proper sustenance or hygiene facilities, a stark contrast with Beast Games' polished on-screen appearance. A class action lawsuit was filed by multiple participants claiming unsafe conditions, lack of proper compensation, and failure to follow basic workplace standards. These allegations range from inadequate food and rest to claims of improper safety oversight. While legal proceedings are ongoing and MrBeast has denied many of the more serious allegations, saying behind-the-scenes footage will show the situation was misrepresented, the very existence of such litigation has damaged public perception. In addition, some parts of the entertainment press have labeled the show ethical in tone, pointing out scenes that emphasize extreme emotional reactions, desperation, and sacrifice in ways that resemble exploitative reality TV tropes rather than uplifting competition. Critics and fans have also taken aim at the show's structure and editing style. Online commentary suggests that Beast Games often feels more like a stretched-out YouTube video, with rapid cuts, aggressive pacing, and little narrative build-up than a television production, crafted with the narrative and emotional pacing expected from mainstream reality competition. Fans note that contestant introductions are superficial, emotional stakes are underdeveloped, and editing choices prioritize speed over depth. This style may work well for short online videos, but for a multi-episode series with hours of content, many viewers felt deprived of the emotional investment that makes reality shows compelling. The polarized responses to Beast Games underscore a key truth. Visibility does not equal quality. Drawing attention through spectacle and star power may hook viewers initially, but maintaining their respect and engagement requires thoughtful structure, solid design, and ethical integrity aspects where many critics argue Beast Games fell short. In the end, Beast Games remains one of the most talked about entertainment properties of recent years, but not purely for reasons MrBeast or Amazon hoped. While it succeeded in breaking viewership records and demonstrating unprecedented scale for a creator-led show, it also exposed significant weaknesses in execution, design, and real-world production responsibility. MrBeast's own acknowledgement of financial loss combined with the creative, ethical, and critical backlash frames Beast Games as a cautionary tale. While ambition and spectacle can capture attention, long-term success in the competitive world of television requires more than viral energy. It demands deep planning, fairness, narrative engagement, and ethical oversight. Beast Games was an experiment that pushed boundaries, and it succeeded in that sense. But if the goal was to create a universally beloved and financially sustainable series, the result shows just how far a concept can fall short despite massive investment and global attention. If you enjoy deep dives like this, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next breakdown, analysis, or story behind the biggest moments on the internet.